Tennis coaches, in today's video we are going to unpack the balance between fun and skill development. We understand that players need fun to stay in the game, but if we give them too much fun with games like Cross the River and Jailbreak, do we truly develop the skills the players need to meet the demands of the game? As tennis coaches, we have to balance this out. Over the past 24 years as a tennis coach and coach educator, I've had this struggle of balancing fun and skill development. Here are three biggest problems coaches make when trying to balance fun and skill development. Number one, a focus on fundamentals. Children do not need fundamental skills. Believe it or not, when a child walks onto your tennis court, they already have fundamentals. It's just basic human movement. What players need to develop is skill. They do not need technique. Technique is just a movement. Skill is the ability to manipulate and adapt that movement to meet the demands of the activity. We do not need technical players in tennis. We need skillful players. By lining your players up and doing heavy technical demonstrations, you are boring the life out your players. Tennis players can self-organize themselves within games. If you design your practices with good, clear intention, you can develop very specific tennis skills within a fun context. Number two, use task constraints to guide learning. Sometimes as tennis coaches we talk far too much, but what if you could set up the environments in which the learning is done through visual aid? If you're working with your player to develop more depth on their forehand, make the court bigger. Allow them to explore different solutions in terms of hitting the ball further. By using very simple task constraints, you can guide the player to find movement solutions. You don't have to explicitly tell the player. The player can learn by immersing themselves and using their perception action skills. Number three, give the kids the opportunity to explore and give them some time. Learning is non-linear. When I conduct my lessons, I'm not too fussed if players don't get it straight away. I understand that learning may take place over 4 hours, 4 weeks, 4 months, or even 4 years. As long as the player learns the skill in their own time with the skills they currently have, that's all that matters. Too often as tennis coaches, we are looking for that instant result. We are looking for that instant win. We feel a little bit of peer pressure from parents, but we isolate the practices so much that players get lots of success very quick. It's almost like a dopamine hit. Allow the kids to explore their own movement solutions. Like we mentioned in number two, you could use task constraints to manipulate the size of the court. If you'd like some real life examples of how I bring more fun but also develop skill within my players, check out my From Drills to Skills online course. I show you how you today can easily change your current practices to be more what we call representative, to look and feel more like tennis. If your practices look and feel more like tennis, more skill transfers. The more skill transfers, the better tennis players you have. The better the tennis players are, the more likely they are to stay in the game. What's your biggest challenge when coaching juniors? Let me know in the comments below, and I may make a video on it in future or even discuss it on my podcast every Monday, 10 AM London time, live here on YouTube. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel, and until next time, I'll see you soon.